Oh wait, then he doesn't need. He's still off by like 2%. Let's go with that. Now for boss battle. No, it is not what I wanted for my birthday.
There it is.
So that's
Gummy
gotta be the
ducks.
prototype
Gummy
terminal
ducks.
we came looking for.
That's right. The one that would have formed part of the twin core system. It's presumably been connected directly to the septium vein, granting it the ability to pull resources from all over the region. I doubt even cutting it off from the net would stop what's already begun. I can't believe he made such a system.
It does sound like it wasn't easy, that's for sure. My man poured a lot of sweat and blood into this.
True. There they are,
Well,
those
I'm
fucking
impressed
assholes.
you managed to find this place. That's some excellent sleuthing, Arkwright Solutions.
I am also rather impressed that you did so without your Marduk concierge.
Nothing to it. We could smell the stench of your filthy scheme from 1,000 Selge away.
Besides, we didn't do it without Reset. She's right here with us, in spirit.
I did not intend for my statement to cause offense.
Still, this development wasn't exactly in the cards. What are your thoughts, Professor?
A most tedious turn of events indeed. Why must you insist upon hindering my research? Oh, I know the answer. You simply cannot.
No,
stand
did you
the
put that?
fact
Put that somewhere,
I want to
IMAX?
surpass your dear
Probably.
teacher's achievements. But the completion of this most supreme formula is nigh. My grand ambition realized, humanity will leap forward into a new future. I will thank you not to interfere.
Oh, Professor.
We're up against a super advanced AI that replicates one of the greatest minds in the country. Now that he's not held back by his body, he doesn't even need to rest. This might be worse than that computer from 1.5 years ago. At least that one didn't have a genius's brain in it.
And all of this is made possible by that green Genesis. All of this to try and create weapons of pure evil.
Dear, oh dear, young lady. Do try and see the big picture here. Military research has been a force that drives scientific development and civilization advancement since the dawn of its time.
He's not really wrong on
Our
that.
orbital communications technology and the airships we rely on are both fine examples of that. Oh, the nuclear weapons I seek to create will one day help bring about
Yeah,
peace.
because that's what happens to nuclear technology.
Both is part of a larger puzzle in creating energy sources far more efficient than modern orbital energy, and as a true deterrent to erase war for good. None would dare be the first to pull the trigger when every country has nuclear weapons.
Okay. Nice, you won.
Yep. He's sure as hell gone off the rails.
Even if all that happens, all you're gonna spread across the world is fear. That
Bingo.
ultimate weapon created in Crossbell 1.5 years ago was built on the same logic. So if that reasoning had anything to it, why didn't that pave the way to peace first?
Don't compare my most noble research to that product of mere coincidence.
Please stop, Professor. We've heard enough. There are lines no researcher or engineer should cross. Human experimentation, biological weapons, brainwashing and mind control, gene editing, manipulating the atomic structure of matter through fusion reactions risks creating energy beyond our control. We already
Smart boy.
have a stable energy source in the form of orbital energy. There's no need to dabble with something so risky. That
Oh,
was
they'll
why
win.
the Institute decided to ban researching it. And other colleagues in workshops abroad followed suit. How could you do this when you are the one who taught me all of that?
All pretty words, but a desire to taste the forbidden fruit is what makes us human, is it not? The magicians of the Dark Ages didn't let taboos get in their way. Going back further, you even have events like the Great Collapse, painting how wild the times were. Tell me, is it fun forcing your own sense of morality upon everyone else?
You're twisting my words. It's true that science and engineering are about learning to understand the laws that govern this world. But our goal is to do that as the humans we are at our core. We don't achieve anything by casting aside our humanity. The relationships we've made, the society we've built. If we do that, then the entire foundation that inspires our search crumbles. That's why we have to draw a line in the sand. It's the only thing standing between the noble ambitions of those in our field and the heinous abyss that awaits those who cross it.
Those were Professor Hamilton's. What idiocy. Your reasoning is as naive as hers.
If you really think so little of Catra, why did you call him?
I'm so sorry. I screwed up. Please, stop this. They want my...
Just before becoming an AI, you were filled with regret, weren't you? You wished you'd never gotten involved with the Mafia and been compelled to cross a line no human should. After so much mental anguish, you regained your senses and realized just how far you'd gone. You tried to fight back against them.
What nonsense is... I wouldn't...
That call does make a lot more sense when viewed in that light. There was no resisting this, and the conversion went ahead anyway, leaving only an empty vessel behind. I ain't got a clue if you even remember your last words after what happened to you. But if you're a recreation of the real Professor Callahan, surely you can at least understand them. I can't imagine someone so beloved by many, who even rivaled Professor Hamilton, couldn't.
Man, Agnes.
Are you done? This is getting rather... Congrats on spouting baseless speculation to the last word. All without a shred of hard evidence to back it up. It's going to take a lot more than that to sway someone who cast aside the very shackles of mortality. No, it's no skin off my back if you decide to just throw up your hands and give up now. If you no longer care about the government casting you aside, or getting revenge on that impertinent Professor Kron, or achieving the ultimate honor of surpassing the likes of LaToya Hamilton, of Claude Epstein even. If you're set on forgetting it all, of rendering all your effort, sacrifice, and humiliation for nothing, I won't stop you.
You must be joking, Melchior. My resolve will never falter. Not when the answer I have dreamed of for so long is close at hand. No, I would damn myself before I ever thought to back down. I will not let all I've suffered be...
We almost got through to...
That's fine. Just means we're doing this the...
At the very least, we need to get that evil imp out of his ear.
Yeah, then we might finally be able to have a proper talk.
Live long
with the
and
guy.
prosper.
Yeah, it's fucking
You're
little sis.
surprisingly cocky for a group that struggled before you were a man down. I think I'll break out the big guns. I wouldn't want to disappoint.
Then I will release my first limiter as well. Ishtanti, engage Dominatus mode.
It doubled its wings from 2 to...
Sure bodes well for us.
Well, we ain't turning back now.
Right. For reset 2.
With me, Theo, Zeros, we're gonna put a stop to all this.
Understood, Catra.
I can imagine that.
Deploying shards! Now, leap into my loving embrace.
Engaging Dominatus mode. I cannot guarantee you will live.
Got a present.
Heavenly Rondo.
Make it count!
Energy output at full throttle.
I'll take care of them.
Activating skill.
Let's see what it looks like.
Boost gauge limit exceeded.
Damn, that was cool.
Over here, you little demon.
Full boost.
Brace yourself. Starting to irritate.
And they're dead.
Moving on up.
I won't stop here.
dearly for that.
They are more synchronized this time. We must respond in
Now's my chance to...
What?
Shit!
Get down!
When did you arrive?
Not a moment too soon, it would seem. Is everyone all right? Ren?
Hell of an entrance.
Well, here's a big player I didn't expect. Last I'd heard, you retired. So what brings the Society of Ouroboros' former enforcer number 50?
I forget. Oh, that's right. She was an enforcer.
An enforcer? Like the direwolf?
Well, thank you very kindly not to bring up a lady's buried past before an audience, Overseer. I didn't want to turn up uninvited, but you didn't leave me much choice. Not when you have opted to deploy such an underhanded trick where my friends were headed.
That outline looks eerily like a...
Should have known.
Oh shit! A sold-out unit.
a humanoid robot!
It's an assault frame. So this is where all those missing parts ended up.
And it put the Genesis in its chest too.
Why can't you just be silent and leave me to my work?
Couldn't be.
I am so close to perfecting the divine formula I see. So stop with your...
So he's inside that thing now?
I'll keep these two out of your way. You focus on the assault frame.
Have it your way.
Well, lucky us. I'm sure you'll be a real...
Ren!
Navy knows they lost.
Fine. We need cutting edge this thing is.
Or
Looks like they were sloppy
one.
in
I
putting it
forget
together.
what the score was.
Focus on the back of the joints. We gotta force it to the...
Will be eliminated!
Damn it, I used all my S boost already.
Pulverize all of you!
No weakness.
Activating drive. Zypha, activate. Time to go all out.
Stop right there! That's far enough!
This'll do the trick.
Going all in.
This'll do the trick.
Eat this!
Here goes. Activating drive. Do your work.
Initializing drive.
Blaze.
I'm going.
Here goes. Blaze.
Navy wins.
Getting on my nerves!
A chance. Time to go all out. Activating drive.
Initializing drive.
I'm going.
Initiating drive.
Activating skill.
Here goes. You're not getting away.
Finish him.
It stopped.
That was quite the performance.
No. It looks like we're only just getting started.
The Genesis.
It's drawing energy directly out of the Septian veins.
Damn, how many phases does this fight have?
Damn it. Get back!
I will complete my formula, and there is no one who can hope to stop me!
11. That'd be a hell of a boss fight. Time to go beast mode.
Mare! You and me have got to have a talk, buddy. This happens every time now. You're doing it on purpose, aren't you?
Huh, there you are. Come on, up to it. Let's go.
I can't believe you.
What is this space? And that hollow is...
Not another peculiar catalyst. Well, I guess it's not a big deal.
Like I'm gonna say no.
At least let me finish my line. Sure, well, the Grendel's all yours.
Let's go fuck it. Let's go fuck it up.
All right, here we go.
So that's it.
There it is.
A real sight, huh? I get a rush every time I see it. But it might have met its match with an enhanced giant robot.
What am I seeing? Is that Van?
We'll explain later. Right now, he needs our support.
My way! A little more!
Ooh, new ability.
Keep it up. It's working. Time to go.
Pulverize all of you!
Make it count!
Please.
Pulverize all of you!
Activating skill. Here's our chance. Now's your chance to boost.
Thanks for the scare, brother. I appreciate it. It didn't scare me because I'm not playing the scary shit.
Make it count!
Keep it up. It's working.
This can't be happening!
We'll take that.
Pulverize all of you! Unbelievable!
Fuck you, bitch.
I won't stop here. Power up.
I think I've grown a
Ooh,
little.
new hollow core. I have to look at what it does.
We did it. Huh.
That was incredible.
Stealing shit like a pro.
No! What is it doing? Why did it stop? There was only 0.03% left to go. I was so close.
But not close enough.
Professor Callahan.
So that's what a Genesis can do, as well as his.
I cannot help but feel mildly fascinated.
All that hard work up in smoke. The boss isn't going to be very happy. I hope you have a plan to make up for this.
Melchior, do something, please. There is only 0.03% remaining. If it doesn't finish, all of this was for...
An unfortunate situation indeed. So, how does it feel? How does it feel to know your research, your entire life, was just rendered meaningless? You tried so hard, even throwing away your humanity. But an incomplete work is nothing but worthless garbage. So how does it feel? Tell me! It's too bad. He would have been much harder to break, but maybe I should have turned my charms on Professor Cronkite instead.
How can someone be so evil?
You have wasted enough time mocking him, Melchior. The police embracers are almost here. It is about time we left.
Oh, true. I suppose we should.
Target sighted.
What the? Just what happened here?
Au revoir. We will be taking our leave now. But we will have our revenge for all the time you've made us waste here.
It's no good. I can't stop the system from falling apart. I can't reconnect it to the orbital net or another energy source either. Supporting such an advanced AI is just too heavy a burden.
But that means... I'm so sorry. The Genesis isn't reacting to anything anymore.
It's not your fault, Agnes. There must be a way. I'm just not see-
It's fine, Salation. I'm just paying the price for my foolishness. I crossed the line that should never be crossed. In trying to realize a weapon of pure evil, I allowed myself to be led astray. I have no one to blame but myself.
But... Professor!
I am moved by how much you care for me. Even after all I've done, perhaps you are the right person to entrust with this task after all.
What task?
At this rate, I would have failed as a researcher and died for nothing at all. So, please, don't let this all have been in vain. I may have failed to perfect the formula needed for fusion, but I discovered many others in the process.
Oh, all these...
I believe them to be, as of yet, undiscovered formulae with peacetime application. Analyze this terminal after I am gone, and you may be able to secure them.
It's not gonna be easy to make use of finds from a technological singularity.
That's putting it lightly. We're talking technology humanity wouldn't have reached on its own for decades. We'll need more than one genius around to make sense of it all.
I feared as much. Cronkite likely won't be able to manage the task. If only there were one or two more like him around. If only she were here.
I wish I could tell you not to underestimate me, but I too know my limits.
You're...
Young?
Cronkite.
I will refrain from commenting on all that transpired here. To we researchers, all that matters are results. You were able to catch a glimpse of something we all, at the very least, feel a small yearning for. It does have meaning.
Yes. I suppose my time here is at an end. I leave the rest to you and the many promising youths around us. May you forever remain on the forefront of Calvert's... no, the world.
I will follow my own path, wherever it may lead. Though I do intend to make some use of the formula you leave us.
As do I. We won't let your work be in vain.
No!
Who's that?
The professor is back! I'm home, Theo, Zero. I'm sorry for being away for so long, Catra.
Bran!
If it isn't Professor LaToya Hamilton, one of Epstein's 3 disciples.
In the flesh. I've never had the honor of seeing her in person before this.
I am so glad we made it and...
Oh, Keller.
Esmeralda. And Professor Hamilton. I didn't know you...
I hurried back to Calvert as soon as I learned what was transpiring. It saddens me deeply to have to bid farewell to a fellow researcher and associate like this.
As someone who admired and sought to surpass you, those words mean more to me than you could ever know.
Rest assured that we
Oh, you're
will
crying.
use what you have left us. Cronkite and I will see those formulae analyzed. We will all see to it. Esmeralda, Catra, your other assistants, and the artisans of Basel as well. You did so much to further the city's development and held it so dear. Now we will use our strength to nurture you.
I'd like to believe that ZCF can help in some way too.
I see now. This is what I should have done all along. I feel like in my last moments, I've solved the most difficult formula of all. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Salesian. And thank you to all who stand with them. Now, I leave with no regrets.
Farewell, Professor Callahan.
May you find peace with Adios above.
So, that's how the pieces have fallen. Could we have made use of nuclear weapons? What do you think?
No. If anything, they are something that would put our very existence in danger. They're a forbidden weapon that renders all tactical analysis and strategy meaningless. That Armada has their eyes on them speaks of how much of a threat they really are.
And we're agreed. Quite the unexpected development this was. Enough to pique the Society's interest as well. And now, we're to await Ms. Twining's return for the sake of our midterm goals.
I will provide all the support I can in the meantime.
I knew they had to be watching. They don't leave anything to chance. Let's see how the chapter wraps up. Ooh.
The Institute of Science claims this formula will allow for a more efficient extraction of orbital energy from sept. Experts believe that the new discovery will have a significant impact on technological development in Zemuria going forward. This revolutionary breakthrough was made possible by the late Professor Callahan as part of his last work.
They really pulled it off.
Yeah. In no small part because of Ren and the rest of them. Sounds like the genius professor left Basel as soon as the work was done, though.
That CEO's gonna be in for a fun time now that he's lost 2 of his smartasses.
Maybe. But it sounds like this news has got Vern's shares shooting straight up. Professor Hamilton's back for now, too. So he can probably breathe easy for...
I'd heard so much about her, but it was such a surprise to actually get to meet. She's such an amazing lady.
She really is. I couldn't agree more.
So you're Lilia's granddaughter. You do resemble her. Not just the way you look. I can see you also possess her kindness and strong spirit.
Aww.
This is one of my great-grandfather's diaries.
This brings me back. I would catch him writing entries from time to time. Oh, this here. This one is about me, Gerhard, and Albert. I still remember that time like it was yesterday.
Well, I only met him once back when I was a youngster.
I don't mean to interrupt your reminiscing, but those words toward the end are rather ominous. I can see why it inspired you to risk so much to collect the Genesees.
Yes.
Else all that we know will come to an end.
I can't imagine it's meant to be taken any way other than literally. Especially when you consider how the Genesees have been used so far.
Yeah. The kind of shit they're capable of almost feels like a bad joke sometimes.
So far. But do you think it would be better if I left them in the hands of you and the other disciples?
And yes.
No, I think there are too much for even us to handle. If they truly are experimental apparatuses that Professor Epstein somehow created to gauge the world, then, and this will sound rather unscientific of me, it's as if destiny willed them to be in your hands. I plan to stay in Calvard for a while, so I'll get in contact with Albert and Gerhard about this. Fortunately, we happen to have someone else who knows both of them.
I'd be happy to serve as a mediator between all parties. We have much to discuss about the West Simuria Tech Union as well.
I will also do what I can to help Is everything still in order with regards to attaching Resette's new parts, Esmeralda?
As in order as can be. Our prospects were already bright with her being such a capable engineer, but with you, they'll—
Me and the other artisans will be happy to pitch in with any precise adjustments, too.
And I'll help too, of course.
I don't think we have anything to worry about with this many people.
Yes.
Well, can't say I give a damn about Marduk at the end of the day. Resette's a different story, though. She's one of the team. So take good care of her, if you don't mind.
I don't mind one bit. You said your name was Van, I believe. This may be a strange, but I'd like you to look after my teacher's dear descendant. It would mean the world to me. And if you could please look after her young friends. But you were planning to do that even if I didn't ask, were—
You got me. I'll do what I can to meet my obligation as their employer, at the very—
Van.
We save his ass way more than he saves ours.
Is something wrong, Cat?
It's just... I'm so happy you're back. I am. But I wasn't able to do a thing in your absence.
Catra.
You been sleepwalking these past few days or something? We couldn't have dreamed of dealing with this whole mess without you. You are our guide through and through.
We never would have thought to go to that factory without you. And I doubt we could have gotten through to Professor Callahan either. We owe everything to your efforts and perseverance.
Plus, your orbital drones were a huge help.
Not too bad for someone who still looks and thinks like a kid. So, good job on this one, or whatever.
Why do you always gotta be so far up your own ass?
See now? Not just anyone can be blessed with so many in their corner, you know.
Thank you for all you have done in my abs. It's good to be home. I've missed you, Catra.
Yeah, but not half as much as I've missed you, Gran.
By the way, Agnes, did you manage to finish your report on your visitation to Basel?
I most certainly did. The others in my group helped a lot too. And we ended up receiving some very positive feedback from the school. Though I'm happy Ren was willing to cover up so much for me. No, happy isn't what I should be.
The old fart's broken moral compass starting to rub off on you, huh?
I'm being careful not to go too far. I don't want to end up like Van.
Hey!
Oh, we're almost done with the roasted chestnut.
I look forward to these. Their fragrance and soft texture really hammer home that fall is here.
Here you go again. Took the last of them too, you bastard.
Don't worry, we have another. Hello. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Oh, hey.
A lovely day to you all. I'm here to resume work once more.
Reset!
That's our maid. 3 o'clock on the dot.
You're all good now, then?
I'm the picture of health, thank you. Professor Hamilton, her students, and many others took excellent care of me. My new artificial limbs are a vast improvement over my previous ones, even. I can see I've had you all very—
Oh, Reset? Of course we were worried.
We're so glad to have you back. Welcome home, Reset.
Thank you for the warm welcome.
We've got a solid chunk of work that's been piling up, including managing the pay coming in from our last job. Got time to help me out with it, right?
All the time in the world.
Yes, and ferry located.
Yo?
Whoa!
Zeros?
Down, Zeros, and come back here, feet.
Petra, what are—
He came along to make sure everything was how it should be after all the work that was done on me. Though he has something else he wishes to discuss in addition to that.
It's a bit cramped, but there's a wired connection to the orbital network here at least. I should be able to work in this environment.
What?
Don't tell me.
That's right. I'm going to be helping out around here for a while. I'll admit that Professor Hamilton may have been the one to recommend it, but the final decision was mine. All of you remarkably captured my interest during our time together, not just because of Agnes's genesis, but because of that Grendel and Mare, too.
I suppose no one can blame you for that.
Why are you trying to scare me? And didn't I say I saw it coming? That's what get him as a character.
I'm also concerned on a broader level. Basel doesn't appear to be the only
But
place
Lupa,
where
welcome
criminals are
in.
misusing tech for nefarious purposes. So I think Arkwright Solutions is going to need its own technical advisor, don't you?
Why not?
Actually, a good...
A very good point. While I am well versed in modern technology, my field is software, not...
Those black and silver thingies would be
Yeah, I was
good
eating
backup
some
in a fight,
nuts.
too.
I'll watch the end of the chapter.
Hey, I'm actually here today. A fun start.
Yeah, it's like, are we all start on the same screen?
A part of me really wanted to like wait and see, like, if Opus starts going crazy, like, are we supposed to be loading in?
And just trip her out, like, yeah, we're already loaded in. What are you talking about? Okay, Miss Ma'am, don't do that. This cat is literally chasing her own drool droplets down my pants.
Screw it. What's one more at this point?
Poor Van.
I'll introduce you to our landlords later.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to...
Oh, but Reset, Catra, you've got to try the roasted chestnuts. They're super soft and sweet. I'll go and make some more coffee for us, too.
Poor Van. His company exploded on employees. But I know every chapter I get a new employee. Except the last chapter. I don't think I get one in chapter 5. But we'll see. Uh-oh.
You served me well in Basel.
There's Papa.
We could have had quite the crisis on our hands if events had been allowed to play out as our foes wanted.
Thank you, sir. Though I believe most of the credit goes to our agent in the field and the Principality's representatives. I will admit that I did not anticipate you hiring Marduk to act when they did, however.
They will do whatever you ask, so long as the price is right. It makes them rather convenient in times like these. There are advantages to their being a neutral organization beholden to no government, even if using their services requires an objective mindset.
I'm starting to be okay.
You can see their merits as well, Professor Cronkite.
I do. At least they are competent, unlike a certain superior of mine that I could name.
I don't disagree. The time is long past due for Vern to appoint a new CEO. We can maintain the status quo as long as Professor Hamilton remains in the Republic. But as soon as she departs, we will indeed make the necessary arrangement.
I see no issue with that timeline.
Now, as we previously agreed, I think it's about time you got to work. After all, this project will bring about massive change to the Republic, to the entire world. Nothing will be the same after the Republican Army's Zeku space base is completed.
Wait, what?
And in operation.
Space base? What the fuck? Oh, come on! What the fuck? Alright, let's see what rank we're at.
Those are impressive results. Then I'll update your rank.
I'm gonna B+ now.
Got it.
New driver and new hollow core.
That's pretty good, I guess.
Wait, what? A? Where'd I miss something? It should have been S. Fuck! I missed something somewhere.
I'm truly honored.
Reset Employee of the Month. Increase speed, HP, and all her other stats. Nice. I only made 8,000 though? Fuck.
Actress Elysian. Together with Theo and Zeros, I'll do whatever I can to assist.
It's only 15. Got it. Okay. That took a little longer than I thought it would. 4 hours. Holy shit. Okay. Stand coffee. I got an A, not a B. But I'm a little upset. Like, did I miss something somewhere in the guide? Like, why did I get a A, not an S? Hold on, I'm a little bit pissed. No, according to this, that I missed 2 points somewhere. Because I only got 63 instead of 65. I don't know where I could have missed 2 points at. I really don't. It has to be some of the School of Hard Knocks, I think, is where I missed it. Because I turned that in late. So I must have missed something somewhere. Damn it. So it looks like next up is a intermission chapter, actually. And then we do chapter 5.